So we're gonna do Leia's speeder bike first, and let me pull toy cam back up here, and whoop, there you go. There's the
The
Leia
Tupperware.
ejecting safety, yeah, safely to. Sold that same hat for 75, and I had a big one loose. I'll send you so you can sell that one. Well, James, that if you wanted to do that, that'd be wonderful. That'd be great. You don't have to, but I would love to have a loose one. That'd be awesome. Same as the vintage AT-AT, yeah. So I think the plastic on the old ones, right? The vintage stuff was white plastic as opposed to like the gray on a lot of
Mm-hmm.
these. Is that right?
Yeah.
And so they did like a white plastic, and I got to tell you, I didn't get a lot of the original Kenner Star Wars stuff when I was a kid, and well, oh, geez, yeah. So Salzburg just said, just PM your address, and it's your gift. Well, thank you so much. You don't have to do that. I'd be happy to give you something for that. Especially if you see anything you like here, we could trade, or on any of the previous streams. Please, I'd love to reciprocate and send you something. But I am interested in that ad. So we've got. Thank you.
Did you see Epic Badger said, do you own the Outrider? I want to see that toy.
Yeah, that's Dash Rendar's Outrider. That was from the Shadows of the Empire. I think I do, but I couldn't find it. I really thought I was going to uncover it during my unpacking stuff, getting ready for that toy show, and I didn't come across it. So that could be one of those things where, what's the toy above my head? That is Sebulba's Pod Racer on top of Boba Fett's Slave One, which is on top of, I think, yet another. Oh, that's the T-16 Skyhopper. You can take that to Tashi
Did
Station.
they actually make a toy of that?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So
I always
hey,
wanted to see
look at
that in the
this,
movie.
man! This speeder bike came with one hell of a little flyer here, man. We got some Kenner Batman goodness, but let's put that aside for now and come back to that because that might be good for another stream. We'll go through all these. I'm gonna collect them. I have one other catalog from uh, episode 2, and maybe.
Ian
Okay.
Sweeney's going to drop out. It's 1 a.m. where he is. He's
Oh,
going
Ian,
to
thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. I really appreciate you coming by and check it in the replay. But yeah, we'll be opening some stuff up, and like I said, if the consensus is that this is fun and people want to do this again, we can do this again next Tuesday or something else, or not at all. It's all up to you guys.
Salzburg says the Skyhopper was the greatest. And he also says the Outrider was undersized. Well, all of the vehicles were undersized.
Okay, stay. All right. So the packaging here is they love these twist ties, man. They really did. These toys were not going anywhere. You thought you were gonna pull a switcheroo? You're gonna steal a part? Hell no. What's the toy above my head is still showing there? How do I get rid of that? What am I doing here?
You just got to go back and hit it again and make it.
Yeah, I can't find it though. Chat moved.
It's gotta scroll up.
Where are you, Bjorn? There you are. Okay, gotta get rid of that. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that too. I'll put a comment on the screen. Forget it's there. I think Jim one time told me get the comments off the screen, Bill.
Yeah, I always forget, but I gotta tell you, isn't it like so cool that I don't know where Ian Sweeney's from? He was saying it was 3 in the morning where he
1
is.
1 a.m. Yeah, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Yeah, but how freaking cool is it that we're hanging out here? I'm doing something that I could have been doing by myself, opening up these stupid toys that I love, but and someone halfway around the world is sitting here and enjoying it with us. I mean, I think you're a couple states away from me, Bill, and we're talking.
You're in Florida? Are you in Florida?
That's right. Yeah. I am.
Yeah, I'm in Mississippi.
I identify as Florida man. That's me. I am Florida
Damn
man.
Floridians.
Yeah, that's right. All those news stories you've read, that was me. It was me the whole time. I did that. I threw an alligator through the drive-through window at a Wendy's. That was me. Okay, let's see. We've got
We're
speed
all
update.
over the place. Bjorn's in Oklahoma. Salzburg's in Pennsylvania. Nolan's in Saskatchewan, Canada. And Lack Sibrak says, Will, you're in Florida?
That's right, Black. I am
Rolando Flores is in Utah.
Utah. Nice. Okay, so we've got. I'm having trouble here getting the gizmo to click without popping off here. Oh, and I forgot the front. Okay, so it goes together pretty easily. Um,
And the
it did have
Epic Badger
instructions.
just moved to Colorado from Wyoming.
Oh
Wow.
wow. Yeah, I think Badger's in Colorado too. Duh. That's see, that's what I told you. When you're on stream or you're trying to do something, you hear like half of what people are saying.
Largo identifies as a pinata full of cheap rum.
I
You're probably drinking some cheap rum right now, aren't you, Largo?
don't think I. Well,
Black wants to know, are you in the path of the storm, Will?
so yeah, so I'm actually just outside. So I'm on the East Coast, just north of West Palm Beach, and they are calling. Although they did change it this afternoon, so all week they were saying like we're not really in the path of the storm, and then I think at like the 4 or 5 o'clock update, they added Okeechobee County, which is where that big old lake is. That's not too far from us. That's a little farther west, across the state there. We're on the coast, but they are kind of a neighboring county there. So they put them in the hurricane path. So we are on the outskirts of it. I'm a little annoyed because we usually have to do a lot of hurricane prep here. I have, two stores and um, other properties that I have to take care of before that. And all week I've been kind of, let's just put it this way, like my one store, it'll take all day to put shutters up on that. We have to put those the metal, the corrugated steel shutters up, and it literally takes the entire day. Um, it's
I know you used to work at KB Toys, but you're working at what, a GameStop now?
No, 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 no. I work for a not for profit, and
Oh,
I
that's right, the
basically,
non for profit. That's
yeah,
right. That's right.
yeah. And,
So at the non for profit, you don't have to make your metrics, though, do you?
no, it's not. It's not quite. It's not very corporate. No, it's not. If it's very similar to running your own business. There's little corporate. Probably the thing that people hate the most about retail is the corporate interference. Or constant.
Well, there was somebody, it might have
Measure.
been you, that was telling the story about working at a GameStop when your pal had come in to buy a video game or something, and you were just selling it to him, and the bigwigs were standing behind you, and they saw that you didn't try to sell him the
Yeah, that was me. That was no. That guy was a regular customer that came in and spent about 3 hours in the store every single day. I don't know what the guy
Mhm.
did for a living. I don't think he had a job, but yeah, it
Right.
was one of those situations where, when they say, you offer to everyone every time. How do you know today? Even if you've offered it to him 100 times, how do you know today is not the day he's going to say yes? And I'm like, yeah, upselling back. Hey, James Salzberg there. Just so that one wasn't too bad, but yes, upselling batteries at KB. Now they did make us ask, "Do you need any batteries with that?" Because we have this battery rack right next to the register, and they wanted you to ask for everything. So someone would walk up with like a pack of cards, and you'd say, "Do you need batteries with that?" And they'd go, "What the hell are you talking about, man? This doesn't take batteries." And yeah, then you just lean in and tell them, I have to ask. I'm sorry. I know it's silly. So here we go. We've got Leia on her speeder bike.
That
Um,
is.
Hey,
Awesome.
you know what? Paint looks pretty good. It looks a little beat up. There's a little damage there. You see little silver touches there, the highlights. Um, also
They really did
along,
go all out with these toys.
yeah, they look really good. Layout looks all right. So weekly dial-ins, yep. Epic Badger. Oh man, are we talking about HK-47 here? What is going on here? According to HK, identified as a meat bag full of water. That's right. Uh, he is one of the best droids ever. I don't know if you guys. Didn't you guys play the MMO, the Star Wars, the Old Republic mass multiplayer online game, where they had like a whole quest line where you could go and get your own HK droid as a companion. It was pretty fun. I like that game. I recommend it, even if you just play it as a single player game and don't get into any of the group activities and stuff. It's pretty fun. Um, so every single time, my boss Neil would let me slide if the item didn't use batteries. Yep. You played KOTOR 1 and 2. Yeah, the MMO is not bad. Like I said, they really went all out on the. You could play it as a single player game and you could play it for free. Um, and just go through like the story mode and then just stop playing. And you'd have a pretty fun experience. So, yeah, it came with the instruction booklet. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save all of this. There was a decal sheet that came with the speeder bike. And I just suck at putting decals on, and I'm gonna just put them in the box that it came in. Where did I do the box?
I've watched people putting decals on their stuff on YouTube, and a lot of them use tweezers.
I gotta tell you, I really suck at it. That's where my brother comes in.
Oh, is he good at
Bro,
it?
where are you, man? You're supposed to be here. Nah, my brother doesn't watch these things, but he always put my decals on for me. He's a much more meticulous and neat person than I am. Um,
James
so,
Salzberg played Shadows of the Empire on his old N64.
oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, I enjoyed that game a lot. We had to sticker all the battery. Yes, yes, like the little pink pigs. Hey, those things sold so well, and Jemmy was the name of the company. The little, yeah, we'd have to put the weasel ball out on the little table outside. It would draw people in. The little oinking pig, barking dog. There's a little dog that barked and flipped. Those little gimmick things, but it would draw people in, and we would sell cases of them a week, and great opportunity to tie in the batteries there, get the maximum profit. Um, so, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like you can play that game as a single player experience. And actually, if they marketed that, they probably would get more people to play it because some of the storylines are actually pretty fun. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Same thing as the other one. So this should go quick. I should be able to get. Hey, but this one came with a little brochure there for our starting lineup. Didn't this just show up in the news because
Yeah,
Hasbro decided to put
they re-released it now with more articulation,
with more
but nobody knows.
articulation? Yeah, only $50 a figure. I mean, that's such a deal. So we got here.
Who is this being marketed to? Because I know toy collectors don't
Yeah,
generally collect sports figures.
here's all the brands they were that they
Action
conglomerated at the front.
Man.
We've got Action Man, Nerf, starting lineup, Tonka, Batman and Robin, XRC. What is XRC? Can I see that a little closer? I cannot read that. If anyone knows, G.I. Joe Extreme. More hits, more action. Kenner. Nerf.
Beast War.
Dragonheart. Dragonheart. Batman Total Justice. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. Batman. Is that forever?
Yes.
Gargoyles.
Total
SSP
Justice.
Crime Squad. Is that Batman Crime Squad? Beast Wars. Batman's on this pamphlet like 7 times. We got to go through all these
Batman sold more toys than any other DC brand that there was.
yeah. We've
But
got to go through those. I got to find out a good way to go through. Would it be best to like scan those in and then like maybe do a live stream where we go page by page and just take a look at all the offerings they
yeah,
have? Or
you could set up a PowerPoint and actually share the PowerPoint on here.
Yeah, that might be fun, right? Like go through all those little cross cells. Although they're probably very similar. So here we go. The paint on this one looks like it's a little different. Uh, we got to do something fun.
Badger says sports fans will absolutely pay $50 for a figure. They spend huge sums on tickets, clothing, gambling, fantasy
Oh
leagues.
yeah, you know what, dude? I gotta say this was 20 years ago. I swear, this is like 20 years ago. When we were opening a new KB toy store, right? And it wasn't even open yet. We were building it, and there was a Modell Sporting Goods opening up next door, and they had this promotion where they were giving out free New York Yankee tickets. So I just went there because I was like on my break, and I saw these people lining up, and I asked them what they were lining up for, and they're like, "Oh, free tickets." So anyway, I got some. That game wasn't free. I went to that game and spent like $200, and this is 20 years ago. I brought my
Mhm.
brother, and we wound up getting food and drinks and
Well,
everything.
that's where they get you. Any venue like that, that they get you with the food. We went to a ball game in Memphis one time at the ballpark there in Memphis, and my brother had free tickets, and so he said we're going to get in
Yeah,
for free, and we got in for free, and I think beer was like $15 a bottle. I mean, it was just ridiculous.
yeah, that's the same thing that happened to me. I'm telling you, I went and I told my brother as a joke. I said, let's go see a Yankee game, no charge. Everything's on me, but I had the free tickets. That's what I had to tell him. So I thought I was being clever. But then,
Yeah.
yeah, then we got beer, some pretzels, a couple things, and I looked and I spent over $200 on a free baseball game. So I can only imagine what happens when you pay for the tickets as well. Okay, I can't get this device to stay in. That's what I was kind of talking about with the action feature, which, like I said, it's cool and everything, but it won't stay. Like I don't know if it's from being so old. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. So let me get the figure out and
And I agree with the Badger there. He says while he appreciates theaters, watching a movie at home and spending that money on a nice dinner is just as great.
it really is. Some of these theaters have upgraded. I've stopped going as often as I used to. But you go there and it's this whole lounge chair, and it's
Oh
um,
yeah.
they they're really kind of I'm just making a mess there. I'm gonna clean that up afterwards. I'm just gonna throw them aside. And so we've got some articulation. Oh yeah. So that's kind of fun. His arms are not articulated, but let's see how well he sits on this thing.
Hmm. I'm getting yawny. It's getting close to my
Yeah,
bed.
I know. I was gonna say thank you for hanging out with me. I know this is a little late. I just didn't want to go too early. I usually get out at 6 o'clock, so I wanted to give myself at least, just sometimes got to run some errands after work or something, and I didn't want to have to rush or. All right, so we've got the two speeder bikes. Anyone else ever have this problem? Let me move that thing there. I guess one leg is standing very well, and then the other one not so much. I don't know if that's something I did.
I noticed
Oh, there you go. There
that
you go.
the biker's looking down instead of looking ahead of where he's going, so he's going to have a wreck here pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh, guess what, Bill? His neck is articulated. That's
Oh
cool.
really?
You see him?
That
Yeah.
is how about that?
That's great. Oh, you know how much fun this would be? Who's on the West Coast? I'd love to go to the redwood forest there and put these on a
Are
put
the
these
two
on
bikes
a.
the exact same mold?
They look the same. Yeah, they're the same mold and the same paint. Because the paint on this one, okay, so this one is a little darker, and then can you see that?
Yeah.
It's a little darker, and it's like a little burnt. And then when you look at this one, it's that the black is a little lighter, and this could just be from painter to painter, right? Because I think
Yeah.
people were
Yeah.
painting these. I'd love to like throw one of these on like a selfie stick with a camera behind it and just run through the woods for a while and just make my own little chase scene. Speeder bikes are notorious for not sitting well and exploding when you don't want them to. And that's what I was saying, Jim Largo. That's my problem with the gimmicks. Great when they work. These are all about washing wipes at Kenner Hasbro. Yeah. So yeah, this is that's really great though. I'm happy to have these. These are big. You know, these are pretty big speeder bikes. Yeah. Okay. He's not
That one,
standing
that one, that
correctly.
one there. He doesn't like to stand up good,
Yeah,
does he?
he's taking a sharp turn.